Hello, hello, hello.
Waking up at the start of the end of the world, but it's feeling just like every other morning before. Now I wonder what my life is gonna mean if it's gone. The cars are moving like a half a mile an hour, and I started staring at the passengers and waving goodbye. Can you tell me what was ever really special about me all this time?
In this segment of ESPN, we will be covering my top 5 moments of my high school career at Rumson Fairhaven. I have been friends with Madison Stevens since we were 11 years old. We met at a tournament 7 years ago, and we have been inseparable ever since. Even though she is a year older and lives an hour away, our ability to stay close has taught me the importance in relationships. Our friendship has stayed strong through 6 years of distance and 1 year of her off at Cornell, not because we see each other every day, but because we value the importance in putting someone else before ourselves. Her wisdom and advice has gotten me through some dark times on and off the tennis court, and I am forever grateful for what we have. She has made high school a better place, and I look forward to continuing our friendship through college and beyond. After the absences started to add up freshman and sophomore year due to the constant traveling for tennis, I decided to take my junior year to use online schooling to my advantage. I enrolled in Laurel Springs Virtual School in August of 2013. This enabled me to do school on the plane, in the hotel, and at my own home without having to worry about breaching 18 absences. It was my most successful year tennis-wise, but it was also a very lonely, boring year. However, if I were to do it over, I would choose online school for my junior year in a heartbeat. I learned a lot about myself and developed a sense of independence in my studies. Oh hey there, it's Kate Fahey. I'm currently on the last question of my calculus exam in Delaware at a women's professional tennis tournament. How, you may ask? All thanks to the accredited online school, Laurel Springs, also approved by the NCAA for all of you athletes out there. Did you know that 59% of people believe that online education offers equal, if not better, schooling than traditional school? I mean, why waste time sitting in the classroom all day, walking to class in between periods, and walking the track during gym? Times are changing, and you need to get with the program. Phil Diskin, my current physics professor, is a veteran of the Vietnam War and also has a PhD from Fordham University. He's always an email, FaceTime, or call away from anything I need to know about my physics class. Laurel Springs provides aspiring students with the opportunity to determine their own destiny without having to sit in a classroom all day. I mean, all you're really doing is listening to teachers talk about how to graph polynomials, and how to find the square root of 69. The rest of your life begins with one simple phone call to 800-377-5890 for a personal tutorial on everything you need to know about online schooling, how to enroll, what kind of classes you'll be taking, tuition, and what teachers you may have. According to statistics, Laurel Springs students score above the national average in SAT scores, and 91% of those students continue their education at college. Ever heard of writing your own fate? Do that here, at your own home, halfway across the globe, or wherever you may be, thanks to Laurel Springs. Get out of the classroom and into the rest of your life. In the spring of my junior year, I traveled to California to compete in 2 international junior tournaments. I competed well in the first one and ended up reaching the quarterfinals. In the second, however, I lost in the first round of qualifying, a result all athletes dread. I'm not exactly sure what it was, maybe the pent-up emotion from the pressure or the sheer frustration of losing a match, but following the end of the match, I walked up the hill with my racket and proceeded to smash it on the ground and break it in half. At the time, I thought it was the end of the world and how I would never be able to recover from such a loss. Looking back, I realized how ridiculous that was and how minute that loss actually was in my tennis career. I hope I am able to look back on these seemingly life-ending moments of high school one day and wonder why I ever put in so much time and emotion into irrelevant events. On October 18th, 2014, I won the New Jersey Individual State Championship. To seek revenge for my opponents after getting second sophomore year and reaching the semifinals freshman year was one of the main reasons I returned to school senior year. Representing Rumson Fairhaven in tennis gave me the opportunity to play for something greater than myself. It made me realize that winning for yourself is great, but winning for your teammates, coaches, and community is priceless. On November 15, 2014, I signed my National Letter of Intent to the University of Michigan. It was a very proud moment for myself, my family, and my coaches. Throughout my high school career as a tennis player and student, my biggest goal has always been to commit to a high-level Division I school equal in both academics and tennis. The signature on paper signified the achievement of a goal and the start of a new chapter. I will be attending the University of Michigan in the fall on a full scholarship.
It was a banner day at Rumson Fairhaven High School as 11 student athletes signed national letters of intent to play college sports. Bulldogs pitcher.
Just my dream.
9 of the 11 signees were female athletes. Kate Fahey, the New Jersey girls tennis singles champion, is bound for the University of Michigan. And Katie Ebner, who helped lead RFH to a group title in field hockey, signed this morning with Villanova.
Throughout my 4 years as a student athlete at Rumson Fairhaven, I have learned that the value of your high school experience is truly what you make of it. It is not about the experiences or setbacks I may have had. It is about how I interpreted them and got back up if I happened to fall. I look forward to gaining perspective on my experiences and making the best out of what I've got.